Hi, so welcome to my channel, Nick the Gardener. Welcome back. Just thought I'd give you a quick plot update. The beans are still going, but as you can see they're starting to go a bit yellow now and that, so it won't be long before I'll be snipping them off. Hopefully the garlic will be going there. A few carrots, I did put a few the other day, just along here, but they're kind of U-shaped, heading back up to the sky. I've had a few leeks out of here now, they're pretty nice, pretty good. I think it was Musselburgh, I think the variety they were. I had a couple of bolted, which I did try and eat, but the stems were a bit woody, so any others what I'm going to bolt now, I'm just going to leave. I thought I saw one the other day actually with escape on, but I can't see it now. But these other leeks have settled in now, and we've started to put a bit of growth on. Along here is my green manure, which is it's just germinated, but the forage pea, what was in here, I don't know if you can see, every now and again there's like a little hole, just sort of there and sort of there, and every now and again there's like a little hole, and I think that's a bloody little bowl or mouth or something. Like there's like one little hole there, you can see. I think I've eaten all my forage pea out of there, so there'll be Phycelia, Italian tetraploid rye, ryegrass, vetch, I think there's something else. So I've had a couple of cabbages now, they're pretty good as well, with January King 3. To be honest, I think I'm going to lose the broccoli. Sorry, it's a bit windy here, I hope you can hear me alright. The broccoli, I'm probably going to lose them to whitefly and stuff. Not broccoli, sorry, with Brussels. But if I don't put, if these beans over here stay in for a little bit longer, I'll probably dig all this out and just put the garlic in along here. So that's got green manures in along there as well, and this little patch here is green manures in between the chard and the spinach and the kale. The kale's still going well. Chard, it keeps getting a bit of like powdery mildew or something on the leaves, but sick of that anyway now. The purple sprouting broccoli seems to be doing okay. Got a couple of yellow leaves. I probably need to fertilise it a bit more, but they seem quite healthy now. The broccoli, actually I don't really want to walk on there, but the broccoli I probably could have harvested that before. I might be able to still. So I've got some Rutabaga in here. Old Clive's conundrum. I said to him I don't even know what it is. I'm actually growing it, so they're not doing amazingly well. I think I actually compacted the soil a little bit before I put them in. And the celery, now I've actually had a bit of rain, it's starting to put some stalks out. Well, not massive or anything, but they're I'll probably just take the outside ones and, you know, have a come again, well, cut a come again crop sort of thing. And the nasturtium died down, but it's coming back with a vengeance. Absolutely beautiful. So let's have a look along here. I'll show you what I've been up to. I've been busy. So the raspberries, they had all wood chip under there. I tried to clear that away and dug it all over and weeded it. Put all the wood chip in the compost bins. The strawberry bed is gone. Dun dun dun. The peas are still going actually. These dwarf peas, I forget what they are. Calvin and Wonder, I think. They're actually doing alright still. Still got the volunteer tomato. That's not got blight yet or anything. That's doing alright. Yeah. So the strawberry bed, what was here, is now over here. The problem we had with the strawberry bed over there was the rats got in it and they had all my strawberries last year, so I moved the bed over to here. But when I moved it, I had a load of you know, like this little chicken wire. I had a load of sheets of that, so I put it all underneath the whole bed, and all the raspberry canes what I chopped off from here, I put them in there as well as like a little mini hugel culture. Just could you know, take ages to rot down in the compost bin. I didn't know how to put them, so I lobbed them in the bottom of there. So once I've dug the rest of the soil out from this bit here and added it into there, I'll hopefully be, and I've moved one of the compost bins from over there to here. So I've got 3 now. I think I'm only going to fit 3 in. I've also taken up all the weed for these. So I'll give you another little aspect from over here. So before, this is where my courgettes were growing. So now there's just going to be a pathway through here, a pathway around my strawberries. That compost bin at the end there weighs an absolute ton, and I couldn't move it, and my crowbar, I left it at my customer's house on Friday. My drill ran out of battery and it was a nightmare, so I just left it there for now. But that's been dismantled and I don't know, do something with the wood. But there's going to be a path all the way through here. I'm not going to have any weed fleece anymore. I'm just going to use wood chip and grass clippings and stuff like that because I get loads of it. So yeah, I've piled a load of stuff over here out of the way for the time being. My trees fell over there in the wind. So yeah, this is all going to be raspberries along here. That's going to be a new path. This bit here, raspberries, I put the compost bin here. And yeah, filled it up with compost. So I was going to spread all this along here, because once the compost was pretty much done in there, I didn't want to keep sort of turning it all the time, but there's loads of worms in here, so I put like a little worm trap in here. So hopefully we've got a few food scraps in here and what have you down there, but there's a banana skin and what have you in there, so hopefully the worms will migrate out of there. The only trouble is there was a load of cocoons in here, so I might have to leave this for a little bit longer to try and let the cocoons hatch and the worms migrate in. If not, if I spread it all out here and the worms all sort of go into the soil, all this is going to be a grass mulch along here, and all around it is all going to be grass and mulch all around my compost bin. So if the worms do want to get out and go anywhere, they're more than welcome to. So I'm going to take all this weed fleece up here as well. All this wood chip, what's on it, is going into the compost bin, and all this woody stuff here, which I'll need to break down. But I left my loppers at another customer's house, so I can't do that yet. So I actually quite like the size of this compost bin. That's, you know, it's quite nice, but it's so heavy. I can't move it or anything. I'm just going to dismantle it for now. I've got three there now, all fairly decent size. Obviously they're all crap and look rubbish, but I don't really care what they look like as long as they do the job. Once I get in the spring and get rid of most of the stuff, I'll, you know, do it a bit better, but while we're all full, it's pretty hard to do. Oh yeah, and what I did do actually, the big giant sunflower head, what was on that sunflower, which is here, it was down here in the strawberry bed, and I think that's what encouraged all the little rodents to come over here, and then they thought, oh look, forage peas, so we'll eat them as well. So it was my mistake for doing that, really. Yeah, so the next job is remove this compost bin, remove the wood chip into there, dig through all here because it's got all couch grass through here, dig those raspberries out, put them all along here, new pathway. Yeah, and then this will be a pathway, and all this from this sort of corner bit just here all the way over to the far end just there where the other sunflower is. It's going to be open. It's not going to give me much more space, maybe another 6 foot or so, but it keeps all my perennial fruit and everything all in one side. My compost bin opens it up a bit more, gives me a bit more room. Get rid of all this blooming plasticky stuff I've been finding everywhere in the soil. There's like little threads of it, like tiny little bits everywhere. Doing my head in, so I'm going to get rid of it. Just use grass mulch and wood chips. So yeah, I hope you like the update, and yeah, it's going well, but it does look a bit of a state still. But yeah, at least I've got my strawberry bed, which actually, I don't know if you know my worm bins what I got at home. I was going to put a worm bin just in the middle here and fill this up with fresh compost from the compost bins and that, and mulch it with grass clippings and stuff and leaves. And this was going to be a raised bed, hugelkultur, vermicompost, no dig bed. So yeah, hopefully that will yield some good results. And always put your rake somewhere out of the way, because I stood on it the other day and luckily I managed to block it. But yeah, oh, and I need to get my strawberries in before they all die. That's one thing I've got to do. It does help if you've got a drill when you put in all these screws in, but you come up here and you make sure it's got a full battery, because I put about 2 screws in and it ran out. So anyway, I've got rabbited on for enough now. Just here looking through the compost. I've got most of the worms out now, I think. It's got quite hot, but there are still worms around the edges and stuff, so I'm digging them out still. Oh, this temperature on this one at the moment is about 138, I think it says. Let me get it on the right angle. Yeah, about just below 140, 138, 137, something like that. So I turned that the other day. It's probably still heating up, so I'm going to turn this one into that one as much as I can anyway. I just put a load of fresh materials in the bottom of that other one, so it's going to rot down a bit. Put this one into that one. When that rots down, move a bit more. When this starts cooling, move this one into that one. Yeah, and then once it's done, I'll put it in the strawberry bed. Right, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and my update and my plot rearrange. So yeah, please like, share, subscribe, and please give me a comment if you've got any hints or tricks or tips or anything, or yeah, anything really. Right, thank you very much. Cheers. Bye.